Like, I've got to get out of here before I see his wiener. Before he whips this out and expects me to do something with it, I've got to get the fuck out of here. Good morning. It's day 2, technically 3 in Amsterdam. My hair is a little less sucky. I actually showered today. Last night, so I'm in a 6-person room hostel. Everyone left, so there's only me and one other person. I'm like, this is like a little weirder than having 6 people in here. Just the 2 of us. Strangers, just a little weird. So today I'm doing a bike tour. It starts right behind me, so I'm just like waiting for that to start. When I got here, I put on Facebook, I was like, oh, what should I do in Amsterdam? My friend was like, rent a bike. And I'm like, I don't know this city. I don't know how to get around. I'm gonna get hit by a car. But no, everyone in Amsterdam rides bike. I'm getting spittled on. There's cars, but there's not too much. Like, you gotta look left and right. You're gonna get run over by a bike. So everyone's on a bike, and it's really easy. Like I said yesterday, it's really easy to get around. So, you know, rent a bike. You know, don't be afraid like I was. So I'm going on a bike tour. So at least this one's guided, but you can totally just like get a bike and just go off on your own. It's really easy to find your way back to somewhere you know. And like I said, everyone's on a bike. Like, the traffic laws are for the bikes. So yeah, I'm gonna go do that, and then I don't have anything booked, but I want to do the Heineken tour and then a boat canal tour. Okay, so change of plans. They offer tours in English and Spanish, and I was the only person who signed up for the English one. So they didn't do it with me. Although I was like, just pop me on the Spanish one. Like, I don't need to learn the history. I just want to ride bikes, you know. It was a shame though, because the English speaking guide was like really cute. So I was like, damn it. But I think it would have been really awkward, just the 2 of us. So maybe it's for the best. But they're gonna pop me on the 2 p.m. tour, which goes through those flower fields. So that's kind of better. So I'm happy about that. So I have a free morning. So I think I'm gonna try and do the Heineken experience now. It's 10:30 in the morning. I don't mind drinking at 10:30 in the morning. You get 2 beers at the end. I was walking down the streets and people are at bars right now. I just saw 2 guys like with beers, and I was like, you either start really early or you're still going from last night. So I'm gonna do the Heineken experience, either try and do a canal tour right after that, or do the boat tour and then a canal tour. But something annoying, I just went to McDonald's because I was like, I have a couple minutes, I'll get like a croissant or something. You have to pay to use the bathroom, at least at that one. I don't know if it's for every kind of fast food place here, but I was like, what the fuck? Like, what's stopping me? There was a woman like she was like, you gotta pay. I'm like, what's stopping someone from just like shitting on the floor? You know, like, are you really gonna like grab someone and hold them back from like going like to pee or something? So that was dumb, even though I'm like, I fucking paid for a meal here, like, let me pee. I also ran out of euros, like the small coin ones, because there was an issue at the train station this morning. There was like a French like class trip, and the adults were buying 1 ticket at a time for like 100 kids, and there's only 1 ticket machine. So that was annoying. So I went back and forth between that ticket machine and another one, and I went and bought one from the other one, and I went on the wrong platform, and to get off and on you have to scan it. So for me to even get off the wrong one, I had to scan it, thus making my ticket like invalid. So I wasted 4 euros making that mistake because I was being held up by this fucking French class. So then the French teachers like let me buy my ticket at the correct one, and because I ran out of money, I needed like 10 more cents. And I was like, and I paid in like coins, wasted their time. Then I ran out of coins, and I was like, doesn't even have 10 cents. So they gave me the 10 cents, bought my ticket, but like I wasted $4. I don't even know what I was saying. So paying for the bathroom, that's horseshit. I'm like having so much trouble finding Wi-Fi today too. Yesterday was such a breeze. So I'm gonna find some Wi-Fi, map out how to get to the Heineken experience, and then go to a brewery.
The barley and water mixed together, then we add the hops, then we add the famous Heineken yeast. The whole process will be about 28 days. So I hope you brought your sleeping bag with you guys. It's gonna take a long time. And then you go to a nice exotic party in the other side of the world, and there's beer tasting. So I hope you are thirsty, guys.
I'm imagining that Willy Wonka Chocolate Land reveal, but with beer. Like, they have like that whimsical music playing too.
Yes, isn't that a beauty? If you look at your beer, you can see a few things. You can see the golden color, you can see the white foam head, and you can see the bubbles go. So when you drink a beer, always take big sips. Now, what do we say to each other before we're gonna drink a beer?
Truth.
Yes, I heard the right answer. We say cheers, and we say it in Dutch indeed because we're in the Netherlands. So we say proost. Yes? So I'm gonna count to 3 and then we're all gonna say proost together and take a big sip of our beer, yeah? Raise your glass. 1, 2, 3. Proost! Very good, take a big sip.
Just there, so, and then when it almost overflows, just straighten it, close up the tap, and you skim it only once, like this. Now this is going to be a beautiful beer, it's going to be in the middle of the star. This is how you should do it.
Okay, I'm leaving the Heineken experience. I highly recommend you get 2 beers and like a small beer, so like 2.5 beers. So, you know, great. I think it's around 19 euros, so I think it's a fair price. Actually, everything I've done in Amsterdam so far, I think was worth my time and worth my money. So I think they have really good tourist attractions. That was really cool because it was like museum and then interactive. So you got to do like things like, can you pour a beer really well kind of stuff. So now I'm going back to the center of town. I'm gonna get hit by a bus as well. Hold on. Whoops. Back to the center of town to do my bike tour, and we're gonna do the more scenic route. So the nice like Amsterdam tulip gardens and stuff, which is what I wanted to check out and I didn't think I'd have time. But since I'm on this bike tour now, it's gonna work out. So it's kind of a long walk, but I have time. Just got out of my boat tour, my canal tour. So good. It might be because I'm a little bit buzzed. Okay, so I Googled like topless, not topless, oh my God, roofless boat tour, because a lot of the boat tours have a little roof, but I want like the full experience. So I Googled, you know, no roof boat tours. So the first one that came up, I booked, and it was a boatamsterdam.com. I'm a little drunk, oh my God. Boatamsterdam.com, 15 euros, all you can drink, drinks included. So when I saw that, I was like 15 euros, drinks included. I was like maybe 1, maybe 2 if they're generous drinks. No, you can drink as much as you want. So I had probably 4 or 5 Heinekens. They had rosé, they had like Sprite and like Coke. But I was like, if there's beer here, I'm gonna get it for free. So I more than made up my 15 euros in drinks alone. And you just get to cruise around the canals, which is so cool. And at first I was like in the seats on the edge, sandwiched between 2 couples, and I was like, this is awkward. But then these loud drunk girls got off the bow of the boat, so I got to sit on the bow of the boat. It was perfect. Best way to cruise around Amsterdam. Oh fuck, I definitely got a sunburn. Fuck. I could feel the sun like giving me cancer. You know, it's worth it. I'll be white as hell again in about 1 week, like I said on the cruise. But definitely if you're in Amsterdam, check out boat cruise. Ugh, I'll leave the link down below. I can't even remember it. Boat canal, I don't know. I will leave the link down below. If you're in Amsterdam, do that. 15 euros, great like hour-long ride, and all the booze you can drink. What's better than that? Speaking of all the booze you can drink, beer makes me need to pee so bad, so I need to find somewhere to pee like right now. And I'm pretty far away from just like most central things. I'm hoping I find something. BT Dubs, my bike tour was fantastic. So we did the, you know, the Dutch countryside, which was so nice because you didn't have to like really weave through a lot of people if I did a city tour, which I was gonna do this morning. So I'm really happy I got the countryside tour. Not a lot of like tour guide stuff. So in retrospect, had I known the area a little well, because you can figure your way out here really easily, I would have just gotten a bike on my own and done it myself. But it was cheap enough that I was like, I did it with the group, it was fine. Street sweeper. There were times though where I felt like as a whole we were going kind of slow, and when you're on a bike you need to go like a certain amount of speed to just keep you even, and we were going so slow that I was like, I need to put my feet down, like I'm gonna like tip over this bike. So that like pissed me off a little bit, but like what can you do, you're on a bike tour. And a few more stops for picture kind of purposes would have been nice. Like we stopped in front of this really nice house with like the beautiful tulips and the white picket fence. Would have made a great picture stop, but we didn't stop. I just have to accept at this point that my Instagram will never be what it will be in my head. I just need to accept the mediocre late 20s Instagram. Like, come on, chat. I cannot believe my sunburn, sorry. So bike tour was great, canal tour was great, Heineken tour was great. So today was all around a tour great day. I need to find a bathroom. I might go just wander around a little bit more. I want to be back by the hostel before it's dark, but it gets dark at like 10 p.m. here. Last night I was like, can I fall asleep? This is weird, the lights are still on, you know? And it was 10 p.m., it was still light out, which is so crazy to me. And then like 6 a.m. it was bright out, like it felt like midday, but it was 6 a.m. So the sun is always shining here. Our tour guide said, our bike tour said, it snowed like once this year and not enough to stick. The last time it really snowed here was like 6 years ago, and I was like, that's insane. Especially since everyone bikes here, so it is good in that sense. But I was like, you don't get weather? I feel like you're pretty high up. Anyways, okay, I'm gonna find a bathroom before I fucking like just drop dead from needing to pee. This is gonna hurt tomorrow. All right, all is well. I found a bathroom in a restaurant, and there was a sign that said like 50 cents, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, fuck that, I'm gonna pee my pants. So ran in there, ran out there, we good. Fitting that with hours left in Amsterdam, I've figured out the train system and how to get like the easiest path from the path from the train to my hostel. You know, now I figured it out, I don't need to use it anymore. Like I said, it is like 9 p.m. Still light as fucking day out here. So I'm gonna read a little bit. There's common areas, which is where I've been hanging out at night. There's common areas on the main floor of the hostel. They also have like open mic nights, like movie nights, movie rooms. Like it's a really, really cool place to stay. Also, side note, that was not a bug bed. Bed bug, holy fuck. It was just a fly. I researched it. Many other people told me it was not a bed bug, and the window's open and my bed is right by the window. So like, it's not a bed bug in my mind. So I'm gonna read on like the main floor. Then tomorrow early I leave for Paris. So signing off from Amsterdam. Okay, so I felt like that vlog ended at a very good place, and I could have put it up without telling you this weird story, but I feel like this is like a video diary, and I'm gonna look back on these in a couple years and laugh. So I figured I might as well include the bizarre story of what happened after I said I'm gonna have like a nice quiet night. Also, 4 people are gonna watch this, so I'm not too embarrassed. So after I wrapped that up, I kind of was just hanging out in the lounge or the communal area, and then I went outside and I was hanging out there, and this group of guys approached me and they were really nice. And I was just saying in the vlog earlier that I was like, oh, I thought hostels, you're supposed to meet a bunch of people, and that hasn't happened to me yet. So I was like, oh, fun to meet other travelers. And they were British guys, and I was like, oh, like cute. They weren't ugly, but they weren't hot. But, you know, it was one of those kind of situations. So we were all hanging out, and then they offered to get me a beer, and I was like, swing. So we're drinking, and then they kept buying me beer, and I'm like, this is great, because I love free beer, you know? So then we moved inside into the communal area, and we were sitting at like a picnic table inside the hostel. And then this one guy is getting just like a little too close. And he's calling me a bird, which I think is good in British slang. And he's calling me fit, which I know is good in British slang. And I'm like, ugh, he's gonna want to kiss me. And like, ugh. But I was like, I might as well. I'm in Europe, like one of those kind of things. So I let him kiss me, and like there was like a lot of people around, and I'm like, I'm not drunk enough for this. I don't like this. So that happened, but we're all just still hanging out, and I was like, okay, like push that out of the way. And then I get up to go pee. I had just gotten a new beer, but I had to pee. So I get up and I look down on the bench, and I had gotten my period all over the bench, and like a very obvious period stain on a wooden bench. And I step back and I go to the bathroom and I text my sister, my cousin, and I was like, I just got my period all over the bench, like super bad style. I'm pretty sure everyone saw. Do I run up to my room or do I walk back like nothing happened? And Courtney and Caitlin were split. One was like, go to your room, you never see these people again. And the other one was like, just go back and act like nothing happened. Because you can also go back and be like, oh my God, I got my period everywhere. But like, that's really embarrassing. So I feel like the mature thing would be to just walk back, act like nothing happened. Hopefully they won't acknowledge it either, or just escape. But I had a full beer at the table, so I went back and acted like nothing happened. So then after that, it's getting late. I finished the beer and I'm like, okay, I can like escape. And then the guy who kissed me was like, oh, add me on Facebook. And I was like, oh, here's my phone, just add yourself. Cause it's like so hard to do. And then I, put my phone back, and then he's like, oh, come to the basement, not basement. He's like, come over here with me. And essentially the hostel's kitchen was in that -1. If you remember from that part of the vlog, there's like a -1 floor where the kitchen was. And I was like, oh, okay. And then he's like, I'm gonna do Coke. Do you wanna do Coke? I was like, no, I'm fine. Even though I was like, oh, when in Europe? And I was like, I think I'm good with doing Coke. So he's like, oh, can I just borrow like some money so I can roll it up? So I gave him a US dollar, 20. And then he did the Coke and then gives me the 20 back. And I was like, I probably should have used a 1. Then I wouldn't be too grossed out like throwing it away. Cause like $20 is a lot. And I wasn't grossed out by the Coke. I was more grossed out that this guy's boogers were all over my money now. So I took the 20 back and I was like, okay. And then he kissed me again. And I was like, really grossed out by this point, and I'm like, I've got to get out of here before I see his wiener. Before he whips this out and expects me to do something with it, I've got to get the fuck out of here. So we go back upstairs, and like the bar's closed, so everyone's like, oh, we're gonna like go out and look for beer. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. So I excused myself, I escaped the situation, and then the next morning he messages me and is like, because I was leaving the next morning, he's like, oh, come say bye before you leave. So I did. He didn't try and kiss me, thank God. And again, like it wasn't like I was kissing a completely ugly guy. Like he was okay, but I wouldn't like be like, oh, him, if I ever saw him in a bar. Like he had okay teeth, he had all his hair. Like I just wasn't interested, but I felt like I had to kiss him to be nice, and I shouldn't feel that way. You don't owe anyone anything, but I did it anyways. So I leave Amsterdam and I get to Paris, and I finally have like good reception again. I'm like, you know what? Let me actually look at this guy's Facebook. So I look at his page, and there's a woman in his profile picture, and I was like, and then I go through his profile pictures, and she's in a lot of them, and so is a little girl. And then I finally see this guy is married. Are you fucking serious? Like, you are a scumbag, and like, 1, you're ugly, so I didn't even have to kiss you. I should have never have kissed you. But 2, you're married. Like, no, that's not okay. I hate that people think that, like, oh, maybe I'm on vacation, I can do whatever I want, or maybe he does this all the time, but that's disgusting. It makes me feel disgusting. I'm still grossed out by this. And when I tell this story to people, they kind of paint me in the wrong. I'm like, how was I supposed to know? Like, But I was like, no, this was all on him. He's the dirtbag in this situation. I never even wanted to kiss him, but I felt pressured. And again, I shouldn't feel pressured. I'm an adult. I can say no going forward. And there will be other Europe stories where something weird happens and I did exit the situation. So yeah, a married guy kissed me and I'm grossed out and he's gross. So that was my weird what the fuck story from Amsterdam. But I guess weird shit happens in Amsterdam. But fuck that guy. Seriously, he sucks. I'm holding a selfie stick, so sorry if this is shaky. So yeah, that's my Amsterdam story. It really ended in a really weird way. So next you will see me in Paris, and Paris is my dream city. As you can see, there's the Eiffel Tower. There's the Eiffel Tower. So you will see me in Paris, and then my other Italian adventures and me getting kidnapped in Switzerland. All this weird stuff happened to me. So I will see you in Paris. Bye.